Hello, everybody. How are you doing? My name is Becky Raney,
And I'm Larry.
and we're delighted to be with you today to talk to you and welcome you to doTERRA. This is an amazing journey to be on, and I never expected, didn't you, Larry, when we first started the oils, we never expected that we would be in the position that we are today, sharing these beautiful oils with people. And this journey is something that you will never imagine how many amazing things these oils can do for you.
Yeah, the first time I smelled the oils, I was skeptical, but I loved them. I mean, my first smell of an oil was wild orange, and it just made me happy. And and I did. I Becky had given me some of it right before I went to bed, and it made me happy and it made me relaxed. And I slept great. And from that point on, I just loved them. It was peppermint and lemon oil, and just on to frankincense and so many other oils that had just been so beneficial for me and my health.
And these oils actually speak to you. It's just incredible. It's like they're so exciting. They have so much energy about them. And I remember when you first started using them, I would peek in on you in the bathroom and you're putting oils on everywhere. You're just and it's so true. It's like you're like, I want this one, and you just
And I didn't really know how to use them, but I knew that, basics that you could take them topically, aromatically, and internally. So I felt safe, and you told me that they were just pure. They were just pure essential oils. There was nothing else in them, and so they couldn't harm me. And so, and I was just loving them because they made me feel great.
and our bodies know what we need best. And so, as we share some things about doTERRA today, we just invite you to play with the oils, that they're not going to hurt you. You could just go ahead and just have fun with them. There's no exact protocol. Like when you go to the doctor and they give you prescriptions and they say, take it exactly at 10 o'clock on one pill or whatever, right? And this is not that. We don't want you to be feeling like you're completely uh, hostage to a specific protocol. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and talk about today. We're going to talk about how to use the oils, how to open them up. We're going to plug in your diffuser. Oh, shoot, Larry, I went to go grab the diffuser. Do you want to grab that
Yeah,
right
let me go get it because the
now?
diffuser is very important to
Yeah.
start.
And we're going to connect you to resources. We're going to help you personalize a few recipes, and we're going to show you how to log into your website. And these things are so important to be able to know how to um, place orders on your website, know what the loyalty reward program is, and maybe you might want to bring people to some classes and share with them about these oils and how you can maybe make a little bit of income from that. Now, most of you may have purchased this kit called the 10 most popular essential oils kit. They're the home essentials kit. We also call one the family physician kit, or we have different names for them in different markets. And so when you're looking at these 10 oils, they really truly are the most popular oils. And I remember I bought the family physician kit, and it was these oils in the 5 ml bottle. This picture is showing you them in the 15 ml bottle, but the 5 ml bottle is really only 85 drops. The 15 ml bottle is 250 drops. And so when you're using these oils, I thought, oh my gosh, I don't know if I'm going to use them. They're going to be probably something I buy that's going to sit on the shelf and I'm never going to use them again. Right. And so that's not true. We use them all the time. And so I always like to encourage people start out with the 15 ml bottle kit because you're getting a better deal with the oils and whatnot. So as we go through, and here Larry brought over the diffuser. Now I've had this diffuser for a really long time. I think this was one of the first diffusers that we got when we started doTERRA. So it looks a little bit different. They've updated the style and all that stuff. And this one only goes to 4 hours, and the new ones actually go up to 12 hours. So you could tell how important it is. Now, usually what you do, now this one needs to be cleaned.
It's all right.
And
Watch it.
but
Watch this water in here.
yeah, I know. Why don't we?
You were tilting
Um,
it toward the computer.
I'm going to dump the water out. And go ahead.
Yeah, she cleans the diffuser out a little bit because we do use it frequently. We use it every day in the office, and so yeah, we need to maybe wash that out a little more often. But you just put water in it, and then we're going to put a few drops of today. I just grabbed some citrus bliss, which is a wonderful, wonderful oil, and it does have wild orange in it, so it makes it one of my favorites to diffuse. And like I said, it's a great oil to just diffuse in the home, in the kitchen, in your office, wherever you're at during the day, to diffuse some oils because they really do enhance your mood and just they're uplifting and happy.
And so this is a diffuser, and you can see it's kind of dirty. I You'll get a sediment, especially with water that's not filtered, and so sometimes it's really good to use like distilled water. And then you can see this little red dot here. It's like a little thing in there that you fill the water up to that line, and then you can use a Q-tip to go through and clean outside of the. I'll think here. I'll think of you can use the a Q-tip and go through and clean all this stuff out.
A little bit of gunk and stuff like that. Like
Yeah,
it's just a residue from the oil and maybe the water.
yeah, and it's not harmful. And but cleaning it out from time to time is really important. And you can't really harm it. Some people have knocked off this little red thing. You don't need to scrub it down really good. You want to be careful with it and so forth. So, Larry, do you want to go ahead and fill this up again with water and
Yeah,
then
let's just we'll
put
just
some,
put some filtered water in here this time.
okay?
Hold on to that so it doesn't fall.
Okay. How many of you got a diffuser? There's two different kinds of diffusers. There's a pebble diffuser, which is a little bit smaller. And then there's also the pedal diffuser, and that's the one that we're looking at right now. And so go ahead, Larry, and
Just plug
um,
in here. Let me find the. Is it underneath?
it's right here on the back.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay,
Hmm. And there we go. So, um,
we're plugged in.
there, I hope you can see that. And so Larry filled it up to the red line, and now he's going to add some oils to it. Now, diffuser, if you didn't get one, I tell you what, when I first signed up for doTERRA, she tried to sell a diffuser to me. I'm like, I don't need another device in my house and something that I'm not going to use. And I was so negative. And now I have a diffuser in every room. And
And
it's
I have a
like
lot of
really,
diffusers.
yeah, they're just amazing. So you added which one? Wild orange?
We are using. I just grabbed an oil. It's
Citrus
citrus
bliss,
bliss.
which is an incredible
Yeah,
oil.
it is an incredible oil.
And then you just put the lid on, and then you're going to go ahead and just turn it on. And you can see the light came on. Can you see that? I know that the sun is shining through our window, so it's hard to see. And then I'm going to put this over to the dark area a little bit. Can you see it coming through the steam? Here, I'm going to put it next to your shirt, Larry. Maybe that might help. I don't know.
No, it's hard to see on a camera, but you can
Yeah,
see it. I can see
yeah.
it.
And so this is lovely, lovely, lovely. And put
I'll
that
just
off to
kind of
the
set it
side.
over here.
Okay, so we'll be diffusing as we go about this. I'm going to pull up my PowerPoint again. And so diffuser, really important to have. And if you didn't get one on your original enrollment kit, that's okay. Go ahead and put it on your loyalty reward program. When you order a diffuser, separately, then they come with an oil, meaning if you just go to pick up a diffuser, they're always paired with an oil. And sometimes they change that oil out. Sometimes it's a breathe oil, sometimes it's a balance oil. So I don't remember if you're watching this. I don't want to say which oil it is because it could change up on me the minute I say one thing, right? Okay. So we are going to go over on the website, there's a program called Empowered Success. And this is a beautiful program of helping you, guide you along. And on the doTERRA India website, they have these also translated in Hindi. And so the Live Guide is what we're going over today. The Live Guide is something you can go to this website, download the PDF for free, and you can follow along or just use that to look at different things. It's got recipes, it's got different suggestions, and so forth. And what we're talking about is living a wellness lifestyle. So you've heard this before. We probably shared it with you during the introduction class and so on and so forth. But this living a wellness lifestyle is really important chart. And again, when I first got started, I thought, oh yeah, another stupid chart. And no, this is really powerful. This chart, I struggled tremendously about my gut health. And it is the foundation of our health. It is the foundation of this lifestyle chart. Working on our gut issues is imperative. And our gut is the key to our many health issues. Like
Mhm.
if we're not getting the nutrients to our brain, then we're having brain fog. If we're not, we're having lack of sleep, we're having lack of energy. And so we can use essential oils for all these different areas like metabolism, sleeping, and stress, and so forth. But truly, we need to start with the gut. And that's what I did. I started with the gut, and everything else kind of started falling into place. I started sleeping better. I started having more cognitive support in my mind, and I started actually having more energy and so forth. It is crazy. As you get older, your body starts to do different things that you're not used to. And you're going, what the heck? I used to be able to run 5 miles a day. I used to be able to do these things. And then I couldn't even get very far down the street. So it is a habit that you want to place every day. It's not just a one drop will fix and cure everything. And a lot of people think that. I don't know why we think that. So, this is a lifestyle. You're going to want to really put these oils in different areas of your home that's going to have you use them on a daily basis to support your body on a daily basis. Now, you can't live without water. How many days can you survive without water?
Not many.
Not many. And so what we're saying here is if you every day you take on these oils and use them, you're developing a habit that's going to support your body, that's going to be stronger when the flu season comes. It's going to be stronger when things happen. Like when I just got back from India, one of my friends just it was just the time change and all these different things. And she's a little bit older than me and was having a little bit harder time adjusting. And so those things do matter. And as you're getting older, right, Larry?
Well, yeah, and it is so important because when you do get on a daily regimen of making sure that you're taking your On Guard every day, that you're using, like I use frankincense every day. And there's those oils that I use every day, lemon oil, I put in my water every day. Every time I have a glass of water, I put a drop of lemon oil in it because it helps detoxify my body. And so those little things that we do, and then I'll look back and I'll notice, and I was going like, you know what, since I've started these essential oils, I don't think I've had the flu. And I don't want to make you know, a bold statement like that, but I really haven't. And I can go like, wow, I've taken that for granted. But I know it's just that my consistent use of the oils has really, really been a proactive thing for my health.
Yeah, it's incredible. So that's what we're teaching today is those habits, getting into the habit, and not just pulling these oils out when you need them, pulling them out and using them on a consistent basis. So you may not have some crisis that you're dealing with at a certain time. So what are those health priorities? What are those things that you want to work on? So we would like to ask you to write those down and let us know in the chat or talk to your upline who enrolled you into doTERRA and ask them how do you get some protocols to be able to support you in this health concern and these health needs and what are those protocols? And again, I want you to be thinking about like if you're dealing with diabetes or cancer or things like that, these things are the result of not taking care of ourselves, right? And so we want to be able to really focus on if you say, well, I'm healthy right now, then good, let's keep focusing on keeping you that way, right? And going forward in that direction. So there's like things we do in the morning. So every morning, Larry will make me a smoothie and we will put essential oils in the smoothie.
Mhm.
And I love that smoothie. My body actually craves for it, right?
Yeah.
It actually is just like loving it. Um, and so then we also, like Larry said, he will do water with a lemon essential oil. I've been using the Meta Power oil. I love the Meta Power oil, and it actually is the more I'm using it, the better it is helping holding back my appetite more. I still get the mind nibbles, like I get bored and my mind wants to nibble on something. And so, yeah, just taking more water, drinking in more water, you do 2 drops of frankincense every morning, right, Larry?
I I do a little more than that because I love frankincense. It is my absolute favorite oil. Um, it's not the best tasting oil, but it is when I smell it, I just know that it's just such a powerful oil for my overall health. So I do put anywhere from 4 to 5 drops in a veggie cap and take it that way.
Now that's why we go through it so much. Now, more is not better. Okay, guys, more is not better. He probably could get away with doing just 2 drops.
Probably, but
Yeah, and then
but but I
maybe,
but I
yeah.
do twice that.
More is not better. You don't have 1 drop is a dose for adults. Now, some people like different size of people may need a little more. It's like little infants are babies, little people, and then we've got little kids and so forth. So you want to be mindful on the dosage, and we'll go over
And
that
it
in a
would
minute.
be too with frankincense because it is a bit more
Potent.
it's more potent, but it's a little bit more costly than most essential oils.
Yeah. And I like to put balance on my chest. After I get out of the shower, I'll rub some. And it's funny, you wake up in the morning and think, oh, I'm ready for the day. And then you rub some balance on. It's like, oh, I was already stressed out. You could just feel that come down and calming.
Yeah,
And it's just really
it's
incredible.
amazing what the oils will do for your mood and your overall outlook.
And then so I have a whole class on what I do with the oils day in and day out. And we would like to have you think about the different products that you can use, like On Guard. I like to put On Guard in my coffee or tea is really good. I had some tea last night before I went to bed, and I put some ginger oil in it. And so that's a really nice way to complement your body and to be able to help reset that for you. And also, Larry, you like to use deep blue. We work out every day, so the deep blue rub is really good in the afternoon
Yeah,
and
it's
stuff
it's
like that.
great for if you have any joint pains, any knee pain, shoulder pains, any pains in any joints or on your body. It's great. The Deep Blue Rub works awesome, and yeah, if you have muscle cramps or anything like that, it just works so well.
And I also love to do the Serenity essential oil or the lavender at nighttime. So a lot of people will put those oils in their diffuser next to their nightstand and then put that, and that way it's going on throughout the night to help support your body. And what I really like about the pedal diffuser, this diffuser is super quiet. Other diffusers aren't. Some of them just go, they're making this little water bubbly sound, and it's annoying for me. I stay awake with that. But this diffuser is super nice that
Yeah,
way.
it's just the air moving through it.
Yeah. Um, The Essentials of the Earth app is my absolute favorite app. This app is incredible. So download this app. It is both for the Android phone and the Apple phone. And I actually should probably if you go essentialsoftheearth.com, you can get to that app there as well. But this has protocols, it has testimonies, and the testimonies are really, really valuable because you can go through and read about that health issue and how other people have worked through it. And you can kind of tie it to what you want to do. Sometimes there's 3 or 4 testimonies and they're completely different. And you can kind of read through them and understand, well, this one sounds more like what I'm dealing with, and maybe we'll go this route. These oils have a lot of intelligence about them. And so when you're using them, they're going to benefit your body, whether if you're not sure it's helping you or not. Some people's bodies are a little bit different. So, like with Larry, his body, when I gave him that wild orange to help him sleep, I seriously would not have thought wild orange would help him sleep. I just didn't know what oil. We just had them. We just got them. And so I pulled that oil out. I knew he liked the oil, the orange smell. He loved those little orange candies. So I gave him that one. And orange happens to have serotonin. Makes you happy, and when you're happy, it secretes that serotonin. and that makes you calm and relaxed. And so wild orange actually is an oil to not only uplift you, but it also can help you be calm and help you have a nice rest,
Yeah.
which is really incredible. It doesn't do that for me, right? Because my mind is chattering all the time. Blah, blah, blah. That's why I can't sleep. So I need different oils to help me sleep.
Yeah. So
And
when you peel an orange, I mean, just the smell of it is just so refreshing. And for me, it's just calming, and it's just a happy oil. And that is where the oil comes from on citruses. It comes from the rind. So when you're peeling that orange, I mean, you're breaking those essential oils that are in the rind, and so you're just really getting that aromatic sense in those compounds from that orange when you peel it.
it's incredible. And now here's another app. This one here is designed by our upline. So we're really blessed to have such an amazing upline who has such a wealth of information. And you know, you're never going to know everything about the oils. You're never going to know everything. Some people I talk to sit there and think about, well, I'm not going to start with the oils until I really study up on them. Just start using them. My best advice is just like I gave Larry the wild orange, just start using them because you're not going to understand the full breadth of what these oils will do for you. And just know that they're natural, they're not going to harm you in any way. So, yeah, now, here's some things you're also going to want to maybe get started with. We have a bunch of roller bottles in India. I can reach out to me if you want to get some of those. They're also available on the website with doTERRA. And now, veggie caps are not available in India, but you can purchase them on Amazon. They're called vegetarian caps. They're made from a cellulose or something. Some of them have different kinds of things. So look it up and see which one. We recommend the double O size. It's a little bit smaller, so it's easier to swallow. And some, like Larry said, frankincense doesn't have the best taste to it. It's the sap of a tree. So it wouldn't. And so you could just open up that veggie cap and put a few drops of that oil in and close it, and then you can swallow it. We also like and recommend you purchasing these sheets of these little drops, excuse me, not drops, stickers to go on
Stickers.
top of you can put on top of your oil bottles. Grab it. Oh, here, we got one here. See, this one here is an oil bottle, and we put the sticker on top. So when you have them in your box or in your container, it's easier to see the
Yeah,
oil.
you can identify your oils very quickly.
Yeah,
It's
this one here we purchased in India and it has a different label than we do in the United States. So it's pretty cool. You can actually, I don't know if you can see this.
probably not. It's pretty tiny, right?
Yeah, so there's a QR code you can actually scan and do the study of that particular oil. Um, we also recommend getting this little keychain. This keychain is incredible. It's so fun, and it comes with 8 little small oil bottles, and you can put like 10 or 15 drops in there, and then you have it on the go. Larry, you use your keychain all the time,
I
right?
always have my keychain with me, and it is really wonderful too because with if you're using it, and sometimes I'll just, I'll need to use it while I'm on the go, and people go, "What are you doing?" And then I will be able to give them like I love to take peppermint, and it's a great little pick me up. It gives you energy and focus, and I'll use it, and somebody will go like, "What are you doing?" And I'll introduce them, and it's a very easy way to introduce them to the oil. And I've never given anybody peppermint and they did not absolutely love it. And so sometimes I just give them that little vial of peppermint to keep and show them how to use it. And so it's just an awesome way to introduce people to the oils without even trying. So
Yeah,
that's why I always have my keychain with me.
it's wonderful, a wonderful
And
thing.
I carry my 10 favorite essential oils in that keychain.
Yeah, and also the little bag here, I got these on Amazon and they're available in India and Amazon. And they're kind of nice to actually have a few of those so that if you decide to give an oil to someone, then these little bottles are kind of hard to hang on to. So I like to put them in this little bag so that people can hang on to them easier, not drop them. Okay, so here's some safety tips, which is really important. Um, safety, these oils are like Larry said, an orange. Like if you have the wild orange essential oil, it's just the orange. It's the peel of the orange, actually. And so There are many available essential oils in the references like we just shared with you. So look them up, maybe start out with the top 10 oils, look them up, read about them, just kind of get familiar with those 10 oils. And when you're not getting that desired result, like we were talking about, Larry, wild orange works really well for him for sleeping, but it doesn't work so well for me. So find different oils that would work for you. Just like if you go to the doctor and they prescribe you a medicine and you come home and you use the medicine, but it's not working, you'll go back to the doctor and say, hey, what other medicines do you have? This is the same thing. You are your own doctor. Now, I am not your doctor. Larry is not your doctor. The person who signed you up is not your doctor. We want to empower you because you know your body best to look up at these resources, have these resources available for you, and do the research. I'm going to tell you, the more I asked my upline questions about oils and stuff like that, I didn't learn. But when I started researching them myself, I learned better on how to use the oils. So I could tell you all day, and then it's not going to help you as much as you looking them up. I'm shocked on how many, just even with the wild orange, how many different benefits it has for our body. And so if you're like reading that and you notice that wild orange also can help with detoxing the body, you're going to go, oh my gosh, I've been wanting to do that. So I'm going to use this oil for that. I would never know that if I'm just telling you about this oil for sleep issues, right? And so that's why I think it's real important to do that research. Um, you can use these oils topically, aromatically, and internally. Now, some oils you can't use internally. Now, I'm not going to say it's going to harm you if you did. If you accidentally, now one of the most popular oils that people try to use internally is citrus bliss because it's a blend. It smells amazing. Uh, it's got um, vanilla in it and orange and different oils like that so that it smells really good. It smells like it would taste really well. But they just haven't registered it to be taken internally. And because it costs different for each kind of registration. Now, if you're not familiar with which oils to take internally, go to the doTERRA United States website. And just because the India website shows that it's not an internal use, the United States website may show that it is. And it's just because that has not been registered as an internal use product yet. Okay. Now, on our oil bottles in the United States, we have what's called the supplement fact on the bottle. In India, you guys don't have that. So a little bit difference between the markets. You want to keep the oils out of your eyes. So sometimes if you put a drop on your hand and you go like this and you breathe in, you get it in your eyes. Or you use the oil on your body and you forget and then you rub your eyes because it's just a habit. Um, you can take some fractionated coconut oil. I like to have a little bottle with me. You can get these little bottles on Amazon and they're empty little squeeze bottles. Just keep it with you in your purse or something, or in the car, or, in different places. So if you happen to get the oils in your eye, what's really crazy is it acts like a magnet. And you can just squeeze some of the oil on a rag or a Kleenex and just kind of go across your eye. You don't even need to touch your eye. Somehow it pulls it out of the eye. It's pretty crazy. I don't know how it does it, but it's
Yeah.
like a magnet. It just pulls it out.
Yeah, and on my keychain, I will keep in one of the vials some fractionated coconut oil. So if I do give somebody peppermint, and they invariably always get it on their fingertips, where I tell them to just rub their palms together and just inhale it like that. But they'll get it, they'll rub it, it'll get on their fingertips, and I'll just warn them, be careful because we touch our eyes more than we think we do. And when they do, the aromatic part of the oil is still on their fingertips, and it can irritate the eye a bit. And so just give them some fractionated coconut oil, rub it under your eye, and it will pull that out of the eye and just relieve it.
Now, some oils, like citrus, it's the citrus oils mainly that we're talking about, like orange, bergamot, lime, grapefruit. All of those oils have what's called photosynthesis in it. And it's a property of when the sun hits it, it turns color, right? That's part of the nutrient I don't know how to say that properly, but so if you put citrus oil on your face and you go out in the sun, it may put a little bit of discoloring to it. And so we recommend to only use the citrus oils topically at nighttime before you go to sleep, and then give it 12 hours or so and before you go out into the sun, and then that will be the best. I have some people who love using lemon oil on their face to help detox the chemicals off their face. And that is just a really wonderful um, cleansing thing for the face. But be careful not to go out into the sun. We want to,
Yeah, use that as a nighttime regimen.
yeah. So best practices again is you're going to want to keep the products in out of the sun. Now they're in a dark bottle and a dark colored label for a reason. They the oils are aromatic. They're very volatile. So if you keep the bottle open, the oil will actually dissipate. So you want to keep the lids closed nice and tight. Keep them in a cool, out of the sun area. Some people in hotter environments will keep them in the refrigerator. And we don't here where we live because we're a very mild environment. Don't keep them in the car. Like sometimes I know in India it can get really, really hot. And so if you keep them in the car, that could be something. But the oils do not expire. If you keep the lid open and keep it out, it probably would not be the same chemistry as it was when you first bought it. But the oils do have an expiration date on the bottom of the bottle. And be mindful, they don't expire. People in India are very attentive to the expiration dates. But there's frankincense essential oil found in the Egyptian tombs. What was that, 2,000 years ago? I don't know how long ago that was.
Long,
And
long time ago.
a long, long time ago, and it's still very good. So these are pure oils. Keep them in a safe place, keep them tight. I have oils that have been around since 2015 in my home, and I still use them. They still smell perfect, and so on. So, okay. Always try to use glass containers too. Now, the citrus oils, if I were to take the citrus oil and put it in some plastic, like if you're going to drink the citrus oils, I know in India there's tons of plastic bottles. Like I'm always surprised on how many plastic water bottles there are around. We don't have that as much in the United States. I think because most of us buy our water bottle and we just keep filling it up. And if you put citrus oil in a plastic water bottle, it will actually eat away at the plastic and you'll be ingesting that plastic. And here we are trying to detox our body, not introduce that plastic in our body. So try to get a glass container that you can reuse over and over again. And it's just a wonderful thing to keep in
Yeah, it's
mind.
very important when you use the oils and you're going to use them internally in water to always make sure that it's a glass container or at least a stainless steel
And
container.
you can even use porcelain, like this
Yeah,
is a ceramic.
ceramic would
Yeah.
work because
Mhm.
it's more, yeah, it's just not going to allow the oil to penetrate like it does in the plastic.
Mhm. Okay, so fractionated coconut oil. This is the number one oil we like to use for a base oil. We like to call it a base oil. Well, when you're making your own roller bottles, your own potions and whatnot. Now, also keep in mind there's different little codes that are on each oil's particular page on the website. And these little symbols will give you an idea of what's aromatic, what's topical, and what's internal and what can be used for home care. So, like we have oils that are really popular for skin or for cleaning the counters and laundry and stuff like that. We also have different codes here that are for sensitive skin. Now, N stands for neat, meaning you don't need to dilute the oil. N is a very good oil for um, just directly putting it on. Like deep blue would be one.
Mhm.
Now, some people have a little bit more sensitive skin, like babies or older people, their skin gets a little thinner. Maybe they're dealing with a skin issue. So, some of them you're going to find that people are a little more sensitive. Now, I was reading something this morning that some oils tend to be hot, like oregano. And when you do put it directly on your skin, what it's doing is it's taking your blood going to the top of the skin and it's going to make it red because it's activating your blood cells and stuff. And so it's doing its job. But some people say, oh my gosh, it made my skin red. No, no, that's what it's supposed to do. But maybe dilute that one a little bit more for that particular person. and go from there. Okay, so here's some dilution ratios that are popular. Um, Now, I feel that the age really doesn't matter. I think we should go by weight and how much that person weighs because I've seen uh, a 5-year-old look like a 10-year-old. Like some kids can be really big and some kids can be really super little. So, depending on the size of the child, you want to be mindful of using less essential oils because one drop for an adult is a dose. So when we're going through and making roller bottles and things like that, you want to think about what the percentages are. So 7 to 8 drops of carrier oil to 1 drop of essential oil. So maybe we would call that 1 part oil, 7 parts carrier oil. Okay. Age 2 to 6, maybe 3 drops of carrier oil to 1 drop of essential oil. And maybe some people might want to use it full concentration. So again, this also depends on what kind of oil you're using. So if you're using an oil like oregano, maybe I would double this or triple this percentage, maybe quadruple. It just depends on the person. So I've seen a lot of different dilution charts, and I really feel that it really depends on the oil. It depends on the size of the child, and you know best what you want to do. So we're going to go through this book very quickly. This is the Live Guide book, and we first start at that chart where digestion is the most important. And one of the things that's really powerful is making a turmeric or turmeric tea and doing coconut milk, water, honey, and butter or ghee, and using the turmeric essential oil. What a beautiful product to be sharing with friends and family when they're visiting or just helping you with the normal daily routine. And the oatmeal, um, adding cinnamon, essential oil, and on guard to your oatmeal or wild orange. I even like to add those oils to my tea. Like the turmeric tea, maybe consider adding the on guard essential oil. Um, Digestin, here's some oils. Now in India, we have this little circle underneath each bottle. In the United States, we don't. So this is another way to see if this oil is actually registered to be taken internally. Again, this particular bottle I bought in India, it's called the Citrus Bliss, and it does not have that dot underneath it. So be mindful of which oils are registered to take internally. In India, there's also on the website a section of food grade oils. We don't have that in the United States. Um, so here's a fun recipe for lavender blueberry milkshake. Yum. This is a great, wonderful breakfast to have, right, Larry?
Oh yeah.
And he makes me a smoothie like this every day. He puts blueberries and strawberries in there. Here's a fun little, this is a great page for a screenshot. This one here is how to cook with essential oils. So like taking bread and dipping it in these little oil baths here. Um, I got to sneeze. You want to take over, Larry?
Yeah, so I mean, it is a wonderful way to experience the oil and in learning how to cook with them and using them with different dishes. And so we've done this before, and it's just such a wonderful and fun experience.
Yeah. Again, here's some seasoning salt. So like you can cut some tomatoes up, slice some tomatoes and put them on a plate, and then you can put the seasoning on top of it. Oh my gosh, you guys, it is so good. It is so good.
It really enhances the flavor.
We're having a party tomorrow with our doTERRA people. Maybe we should do that.
Yeah, that
That would
would
be
be
a
fun.
good one to do. Okay. So again, if you are a wellness advocate and you're growing your business, and they say you don't really need to do this until you become the elite rank. When you rank elite, then you want to register yourself as the FOSSI eligibility so that you can sell the food grade oils. Each state in India has a different price and a different whatever they require. So I can't begin to tell you what it is on this call. But go ahead and click on that link, and then that will get you to the proper registration. Now, movement and exercise. Again, deep blue is everybody's favorite. Lemongrass is Larry's favorite. He loves that. He tends to get leg cramps because of magnesium deficiencies
Yeah,
and stuff like
yeah,
that.
and lemongrass works awesome for leg cramps, as does deep blue.
And rest and managing stress, we love to use Serenity and lavender. We make a blend with Serenity, lavender, cedarwood, wild orange, and we call that the Zonkers blend, where it
Zonkers,
zonks you out.
very, very effective for getting you to sleep.
Yeah, it does. Managing stress, again, adaptive oil. I work at a suicide prevention center, and this adaptive oil is super helpful for helping de-escalate those high depression. Um, and I tend to get more depressed when I'm not eating right and when I'm not sleeping right. So also be mindful of looking at your gut health and your stress levels and your sleep levels and so forth.
Very important.
Again, use the oils for cleaning the home. So going around, these are really powerful oils that are antiviral, antibacterial, and using a base of like Castile soap, which I know you can purchase in Amazon, India. White vinegar is also something really good to have, and baking soda. And you can make so many things. You can clean the toilet with it. You can wash dishes with it. You can clean the counters with this, do laundry soap with it. There's so many things, and that is a way to actually eliminate some of the other costs of purchasing things in the house. A lot of people think, oh my gosh, these oils are expensive. But hey, wait a minute. Detox your home with all these chemical cleaning supplies, laundry soap, dish soap, dishwashing soap, counter cleaners. Get rid of them. Don't use them and use these natural products. And then that's just another way where you're saving money. It's
It's
incredible.
very easy to make, and it's just and it's like Becky said. I mean, you're taking so many toxins out of your home by not using those spray cleaners that we buy at the store, and just making your own from pure essential oils and water.
And I like them better too. I mean, they work just as good.
They work better.
Yeah. And we got a natural skincare line. This is going to be a limited time offer. So whenever you see it available, purchase it up. And then it'll be out of stock for a while, and then they'll bring it back in at a special time. So I know there's just a few products available right now. And the toothpaste is always going to be available. The toothpaste everybody uses, Larry and I, we love the
Just our
toothpaste.
favorite product.
We cannot go without this toothpaste. It's incredible. Um, and so coming to these classes, we have these classes regularly. Right now, we're doing them on Mondays and Fridays. doTERRA India does them on Thursdays, and we have another class on Wednesdays. I know it seems overwhelming. Pick what works best for you. Mark them on your calendar if you happen to be free, or try to make sure that you at least get in one class a week to help educate yourself and be informed on how to use this natural wellness lifestyle. Now, the last thing we want to talk about is the loyalty reward program. This loyalty reward program is the way to take advantage of doTERRA. doTERRA wants you to uh, be appreciated, and they want to give you deeper discounts the more loyal you are. So every month you're placing an order, and each month you earn little product credit points. doTERRA has what we call PV, which means personal volume. So in United States, we have dollars. In India, we have Indian rupees. And so to equal out that conversation, doTERRA has their doTERRA dollars, if you will, or product volume. So lemon oil is around 10 to 12 PV. And so to maintain the rewards order, you would want to order at least one oil to get at least one PV to keep that bank account open. To increase the percentage, to go up the ladder from every 3 months, it will have you increase the ladder to get a higher percentage back in what you order. You're going to want to order at least 50 PV. Now, if you're doing this as a business, you're going to want to order 100 PV to be able to earn commissions. And if you are really smart, which I know you all are, order your products by the 15th of each month. And then doTERRA, if you did 125 PV, you'll get a free product of the month. It changes every month, so I can't tell you what it is. And some months it will be 150 PV. Here in the United States right now, it is a promotion with 150 PV, and we're getting 3 free oils. So, oh my gosh, pay attention to that. And every once in a while, it will go up to 200 PV. And so, what this means is after your enrollment kit, so the first order you do, you become a doTERRA member. The second order you do, you become a loyal customer. And you can choose to join the loyalty reward program by making a template. And you add the products you want to order the next month in this template, and then it'll be ready to go when you're ready to push that through and pay for it. It's not going to automatically ship for you. You have to tell it, yes, I'm ready, and then have it shipped. So month 1 through 3, you're going to get 10% back in everything you order. So if you order 100 PV, you'll get 10% back in product credit points that you can use for free product. And it will be saved on your website. And then month 4 through 6, you're going to get 15% back. Month 7 through 9, you're going to get 20% back. Months 10 through 12, you get 25% back. And oh my gosh, you guys, when you become a member for a year's time, you're going to get 30% back in product credit points. That's so every 100 PV you spend, you're getting 30 PV back.
And that's on top of your wholesale price.
So this is a huge way to take advantage of getting cheaper oils. And people say, "Oh my gosh, the oils are expensive." No, no, no. Just this is a good way to really get them cheaper. And I recommend ordering at least 50 PV, and you can start to do a collection of oils, get the toothpaste, get the shampoo, get the consumables that you're using from time to time, and then the oils. And this is just a powerful benefit for doTERRA. So again, you can look at the different months that you want to budget out and order. And I would suggest you writing them down, especially if you're working on some of the new products like the Meta Power, which is a diabetes or a really powerful oil for metabolic support and helping with maybe supporting your body and losing some weight. And be sure to make sure you join the loyalty reward program. Maybe the website's always changing. It used to be that you had to click on this button to join the loyalty reward program. And if you're unsure right now what the website is requesting you to do to be part of that, ask your upline and be sure that you are ordering it so you're collecting those points. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and close the call for today. I'm going to stop sharing. And if you have any questions, just let me know. I'm going to stop the recording.